Thank you everyone for being here. Good morning. Morning. Just short of it. By the time we finish the talk, it'll be good afternoon. The first few slides have actually been the normal kind of introductory slides to many speakers, similar to a lot of speakers. So let me just quickly run through them. I want to focus on stuff that's a little bit more relevant to you. Please, Harish is our great assistant today. When we talk about tools, we always talk about three kinds of tools. How we measure ourselves as human performers, biological issues, psychological issues, and social issues. Because we all live in environments with people. Biological issues, your doctors are looking after that. You have a responsibility over that too. Psychological issues is what I'm going to talk about now. And hopefully there'll be a spillover, positive effect in terms of your primary environment. Please. That's me. That's my radiotherapy or whatever therapy. I'm a dive master and I go diving regularly. I took 2 cancer patients recently out diving. And they came in very depressed. But they wanted to do the course. They finished the course with great difficulty because they were slightly older. Nothing to do with their health conditions. They qualified as open water divers. And their demeanor is so different these days, man. They're actually feeling good about themselves because they did something different, something audacious. And I'll come to that shortly. I've just opened my private clinical practice, so I don't belong to any hospital. I'm associated with various hospitals. I teach at Monash Medical School, and so I'm a free agent in that sense. So this is my clinic now, please. That's it. That's what it's called. The Facebook goes by the same name, please. Okay, I want to introduce a patient to you. This patient was paralyzed for 1.5 years, disowned by parents, siblings, and relatives, broke both arms. I think it's almost like the KFC wing piece that you break in. Lost 2 pregnancies, had a heart attack, serious infections such as leptospirosis, and it went up and infected the brain. Resuscitated twice, in-laws dying, maybe a good thing, I'm not sure. Relatives prolonged CA and then death, diagnosed with a tumor, stabbed, 3 occasions of concussion, badly assaulted, eardrum burst, very high work demands, of course, limited funds, that's all of us, right? And parents are ill and going through difficult management. What's the emotional state of this person? Depression, suicidal, dead, maybe dead. What kind of tools will this person need? ECT. Okay, that's not a tool. A serious state, right? But by the way, don't let any patient or any doctor for that matter, doctors and nurses can be pretty big culprits in this instance. They can tell you, what are you complaining of? Look at other patients, they're suffering more. Yeah, that is actually a wrong statement. I'll slap a medical student who says that. You all have the right to feel what you feel and to feel the depths of sorrow and pain because it is your problem, your illness, and it's incomparable. It is subject specific. So don't let someone use this old quotation that goes like this: I complained because I had no shoes till I saw someone without feet. Right, you study that and pass your exams, boy. I'm not interested in that. Next, please. That patient just now is a brief medical history of mine. My medical history. Up to date, a few more to add now to go. But that's my medical history, and I stand before you. No qualms. I'm enjoying life like mad. I'm walking with a tumor. I love every minute. Now, there is no reason why nobody else should be able to do the same, should not be able to do the same. Moving on from there, we all went through this. The day someone said, hey, you got cancer. You had what we call the impact point. It's like throwing a small pebble into a little bowl of water or throwing a boulder into a pail. You know, that can you imagine how big that splash factor will be? Please? Whenever there's a splash factor or impact point, there are all kinds of ripples, okay? Now these ripples could be all the problems you face, but the first few ripples hit the family. The near ones, the dear ones. Sometimes you don't tell the family first. you'll tell befrienders over the phone first. You'll tell your boss first. The family is last to know. But when the impact is made, the ripples take over. Please. These are some of the ripples now, which was the doc slide just now. Many stuff that you all go through. Carry on, please. The ripples get worse. And, one more time. And worse. And one more time. Wow! These are major ripples, man. And then one more time. Hey, you are going through tsunamis, my friend. Yeah? I mean, if you tell a Malaysian beauty queen that she's got a scar on the face, for her, that's tsunami lah. I've got a pimple! My life is over! Yeah? But we all have different kinds of tsunamis. And it's how we deal with the tsunamis. Here you need a surfboard, you need to learn how to scuba dive, you need to breathe underwater, you need these kinds of tools. But let's not forget or take away the right and responsibility for anyone to be suffering tsunamis, internally, emotionally. Now what do we need? Some things. We need a lot of tools. It's a lifetime issue of developing your emotional toolkit. But what are some of the things that I feel are most important? Please. This is the ripple effect according to a theoretician. You may not need to know this, but the individual suffers first. The next system are those close to them, further away, further away, further away. If our Prime Minister had a urological problem, then policy will change throughout, and then the whole of Malaysia will have free urological treatment lah. Yeah. Because he suffered, you see. So the impact point is different. Please. We don't know what he's suffering from, but we know he's suffering. Next one. Same thing, next one. Our bosom buddy, right? I made the slide in 1992. And then I kept adding whenever the fonts got better lah. Stress comes in all forms, all shapes, all sizes. Sometimes tiny fellas, sometimes big fellas. You can never get rid of stress. Always remember that. You can live effectively with stress. I get called regularly to speak at stress management courses. I say, hold on, forget the management of stress. It's how you live with stress. There is one department here in the university where there's no stress at all for any of its people there. You know where that is? The mortuary. You want to go there? Sure, you can go. Next one. In all our stresses, whether we've got diseases or not, we have these two basic things in life. We need stuff and we want more stuff. We need a roof and a house, but we want it to be $1 million worth. And that one roof is not enough, we need 3 roofs. We need a car, Proton, okay, but we want a Mercedes. You know, we all have here our needs. Now we want more. If your disease is taking away or compromising any one of your needs, that's when you should start standing up and fighting for it. Basically, we only have 4 needs. That's another lecture on another day. But imagine your wants and needs and how you're chasing your wants rather than being happy and working with your needs. But when you chase your wants and you won't get all your wants ever, you'll have this big problem. Frustration. And frustration will lead to the next one. Oh, it'll get bigger, of course. One more. That one. We all have problems. And the fundamental psychological issue in problems is this one. Okay. Here's your first tool. I want you now to shout out some emotions. Anger, fear, sad. Love is a very confusing one. How many times you wallop your kid, hey, I kick you because I love you. Happy, depressed, sad, emotion macam. Oh no? Huh? Joy. Scared, heartbroken, fear, emotion. Don't That is your problem. Car broke down, no money. I want a new car. Come on. Expectations. Narcissism. Huh? Anxiety. Come on, give me another 6. Huh? Nepotism. Masochism. Macha, y'all, half of you are philosophy readers, man. Oh, you're talking about the government, are you? Jealousy. Huh? Peaceful. Happy, mention happy. Excited. Envy. 10, 20, we got 20 already. Okay, I've got a few observations for you all here. Huh? Now listen. Out of this, first of all, when I asked you to give me emotions, you so fast. And then you're slowing down. And then got confused. Car broke down. Not enough money. One observation there is your emotional vocabulary is a little bit deficient. Well, you don't have enough words to throw at me, lah. You better go and go for tuition. I run a tuition class. Emotion. Second observation. Of the 20, how many were positive? Tell me how many. Joy, happy, excited. Peaceful. Okay, that's it, lah. 4, huh? What percent is that? 4 times 5, 20%. This crowd here today, spontaneously, at the forefront of your mind, you are 80% negative. On a Saturday, I don't want to hang out with you guys. If I encounter you spontaneously, you are probably 80% negative in my interaction with me. Aha, dangerous system. Why? Because we got cancer. His car broke down, man. What's your cancer? His car's probably got rust. Worst cancer in a car. And you were laughing earlier too. But yet you are filled with 80% majority negative emotion. That's very dangerous. Next. And he did. And again, I told you. Next. This is a simple, very dangerously reductionistic model of how we function. The 5-factor model of how we react to stress and all kinds of stuff. It's a trans-theoretical model. Something happens to us, whatever, in life. Something happens, we get a diagnosis, traffic jam, elections, anything. Then we start thinking about it. Now this can be memories as well. If I ask you to sit down and think about an auntie you lost, very fond auntie, or how you lost a girlfriend, or maybe your wife passed away, or something like that, but you're thinking about it. When you think, you feel. Your body reacts to that too. You cry. Then you decide to go to the graveyard and put some flowers. Or it could be anything. Exam. Oh my God! I'm scared. You run to the toilet, you start shivering, whatever happens, your body is working because of the physiology. And then you start behaving likewise. You know how these things work? They work so quickly, like this. Like that. Just go back one more time. And like that again. There. They interact everything. Now, go to the next slide, please. If this is 80% negative, if you are spontaneously and your emotional reservoir is spontaneously 80% negative, see what's going to happen next. That's going to be negative. Negative thoughts. Next, please. Your body is going to start becoming negative. Do you know that when you have positive emotions and you are happy, not necessarily happy, but positive emotions, it affects your immune system? Ask any of the doctors here. And patients, if you don't know, those of you living with illnesses, if you don't know, you better go and learn this. You will put the doctors out of business. If your immune system is happy and solid and functioning, you are less likely to be ill. And you know, if you are happy and functioning, your DNA also can change, For those of you who are medically inclined, we have something called telomeres. Your telomere length, it's something that repairs your DNA. Your DNA can be so good you can even pass the DNA on to your children so they have better immune systems. It's seriously, mindfulness and positive thinking is amazing. Now we have data, significant data. If that happens, that goes bad. And then what goes bad? The whole thing. One more time. One more time. That is you. 80% negative. Please. Oh, we can't run away from this trend, can we? One more time. This is one of the latest studies on stress. People go around saying stress is bad for you. And we always say avoid stress, manage stress, etc., etc. But this is the latest research. And the person to look for is this person called Kelly McGonigal. Please look her up on YouTube. She delivers this lecture very, very well. We all say that stress is bad, but you know, we always believe high stress levels associated with 43% of death. Okay? If, only if, please, you believe that stress is bad for you. Do you know that? And this study showed it. Please, carry on. Carry on. When we face stress, generally they say that is a fight or flight issue. You stay and fight the stress, and your immune system gets lower and lower and more tired, and you ultimately die, or you run away from stress. Some people get so scared, they get so frozen, they don't move at all. Please, please, one more. Hit it again. These are the 3 responses that have prolonged people's lives in the study over, it's an 8-year longitudinal study, and it is these 3 views of stress that has actually changed people's lifespan. It's increased their immunoresponse. It has increased their quality of life if they view stress according to these 3 things. Take it up as a challenge, tend and befriend, reach out and ask for help, and finally learn, not just from your background, past, but from other people's too. So view stress differently. Please view stress differently. First tool. Next, please. Now I'm going to give you a receipt exam. Those of you in the medical faculties, you know, huh? You fail an exam, you get receipt exam. So now I'm feeling in a good mood, I shall give you all a receipt exam. Please shout out some emotions. Happy. Huh? Joy. Huh? Laughter. Awesome. Thank you very much. I take that personally. Huh? Beautiful. That's a bit. I'm quite certain of my genders. Huh?
Cheerful.
Okay. All of you are bloody showing off now. Right. All positive, right? How come? How come? No, receipt lah, yeah. Hit it. Hit it. There you go. Hit it. That's how come. Rule number 2. Tool number 2. You consciously decided to think about and choose positive emotions. You consciously did that. I didn't do anything. I don't mind if you pay me for it. But what happened was you suddenly realized I can stop and choose an emotional response. So you definitely need a vocabulary to choose these words from. Second rule, your positive mindset is so evident. But you can sit and change it. So if you're in the traffic jam tomorrow, some idiot is going, bloody fool, bang that thingy. Your emotion is angry, your behavior is angry, blood pressure gone up, stroke. Change your mindset. Yeah, this guy must be rushing home to help his mother. Go. Go faster, go and die, go. Your blood pressure is down and you burst out laughing. Oh, what for? You can choose your mindset. You can choose. You chose it just now within 2 minutes, man. And you came up with a whole range of emotions. And you know what? Your immune system and your whole physiology spiked better. You had more endorphins running around already. Your whole defense system started going, woohoo! We are working, boy. Rather than feeling sad and dysfunctional. Next, please. Some of the words you forgot from the dictionary. Next. Sorry. Next. See the O there? Some of you who do it regularly don't have that. You forgot that also. Come on. Next. Okay. Thank you. Next one. Next tool. Resilience. Bouncing back. Do you have that tool? When life deals you a dirty deal, can you bounce back and say, yup, I got this in me. I have it. I might need help. I might need to reach out and get help. I learned from the past, but it's a challenge, man. I can do this. Thank you. Now, you know, that one of the cancer patients who died with me, cancer survivors who died with me recently, one leg was amputated. He did it not only with cancer, but with one leg. Amazing! Next. Hit it both. Okay? This is just the definition of resilience. Will you stand there resilient against whatever's hitting you, or are you going to crumble? And then sing your song. You can write poetry while you're suffering and people will buy your book, you know. Yeah, if that's your plan. Next, please. Resilience has a terrible cousin. This one. Yeah. We have more reasons not to change than to change, you know. And this applies to people who fall into the sick role area. Some people who go into this, I need help. You know, all those reasons reinforce not changing. Terrible things. Identify what's stopping you. People say, Paul, can you run a motivation talk? Yeah, can, but I don't run motivation talks. I run a talk called Identifying Demotivators. We're all born motivated. And then we get demotivated systematically through life. Take away, get rid of these demotivators, your motivation will rise. It all depends on what you want and what you need. Identify demotivators. Shoot the boss. Company might do better. Next. You'll find this on the internet, guys. 10 ways to build resilience by the American Psychological Association. Truly well tested. Many clinics use it, well-known clinics. We use it as psychologists. 10 little steps, but I'm not going to go through it, but look at the beginning of each step. Maintain good relationships. Avoid seeing. Accept circumstances. Develop realistic. Take decisive. Look for. Develop. Keep a long term. Maintain. And of course, be as healthy as you can. Healthy as you can. All these 10 steps begin with verbs. Things you can do. Not books to read. Do that too. But things you can practically do. Do one a day. Make it part of your DNA of everyday living. So try this, guys. Resilience, another tool, please. Which face here is the resilient face? One more. Top row, bottom row? Top right or top left? Left. Wrong. Not top row. Bottom row. Bottom left or right? Wrong. All these faces are resilient faces. Because you are unhappy or sad, it does not mean you're not resilient. The resilient soul can go through all emotions. You can still be resilient. Please express your emotions. Be sad, don't stay sad. Be happy. Those of you who stay happy also need to go to the funny farm. 100%. I'm happy all the time. Yes, I'm happy. Hey. We all have this amazing ability to go through emotions and express it. Allow yourself that. It does not mean you are crying and depressed because of your state of health that you are not resilient. You are depressed. Fine, it's acceptable. After my heart attack, I was depressed. I broke my spine 2 months after marriage. You think I wasn't depressed? All my kuchu hota hai, all gone, man. What chance? I'm damn depressed. Your life, diagnosis of cancer, your life stops, it drops. Then it's up to you what pathway you want to take after that, guys. Get it? Totally up to you which pathway you want. That one, Y, X, Some people go down there. Or do you want to be absolutely havoc? Your choice. Totally your choice. We can psycho-educate you. We can give you all the medical treatment and medical education. But finally, it is you and your state of mind. Your state of mind is going to determine your outcome. Amazing. Next, please. This is a lovely quotation. Man has never made any material as resilient as the human spirit. Even the strongest metals or whatever still have their weak points. Next. Next tool. Hit it. See what the boy tells the dad. Dad! See what the dad replies. No, it's not. Okay. Next one. The guy on the left says 4. The guy on the right says 3. And these two go on and on and on. Next one. There you see? Next one. You know this one, right? Famous cultural story. Next one. The guy on the left of the small piece of land. Boat! The guy on the boat says land! What is the word I'm looking for? What is the tool? Hit it. Perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Who you are, what you are, where you are now in life, it's a matter of perspective. And I use this word in parenting and children and parents interaction. Change your perspective. Or don't change. Try another perspective. Talk to other people. You will see and feel a different perspective. You need the tool called perspective in your toolkit. Next, please. 1st century AD, you know. No computers, nothing, man. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. Our perspective. Our perspective. Now, of course, if there's a traffic jam, people change their perspective and they start using the computer. That's the wrong perspective. But if you can always listen to nice music, you can record your thoughts about your family, you can dictate things about the book you're writing, add to your bucket list, say your prayers, keep your eyes open when you do that. Okay? Making a big life change is scary, but you know what is even scarier? Guess.
Not doing anything.
Huh? No, what? Death? No. Hey, no, a lot of people, you believe me or not, a lot of people aren't worried about death per se. They're worried about how they're going to die. And by the way, I hope you all know that we're all dying, huh? It's a funny thing, it changes perspective. The minute you're born, you're on a death course, you know. And we spend a lot of money and our whole energy trying to live as long and differently. But we're going to die. I define life in a manner of saying, I tell the students, my definition of life is your quality of dying. You're going to die. But how you're going to die is so nice. Dying is a very beautiful topic to read and understand. So death is not that scary. Hit it. I should have. Next one. Might have, could have, should have. Your opportunity. Next, please. Martin Seligman is a man who started off positive psychology. I'm ending soon. And in positive psychology, he talks about these 5 initially, PERMA, and he added the last one to it. The definition of flourishing behavior. To flourish, you must be positive, engaged, enjoying what you do, have good relationships, find meaning in life, and make sure you have a sense of achievement. Small ones, enough. Big ones, okay, but make sure it's there. And of course, you need to be alive as possible. I believe strongly that those of you here who are living and surviving with cancer are more alive than a whole bunch of people in town who don't know they are sick. Seriously. That's why I said earlier, it's nice to see you all here, but you shouldn't be here. You should be outside catching the sick fellas. hugging them and infecting them with your disease, your positive disease. Hada! Walk, boy. No, seriously, man. We need all of you popping up all over the place to say, yay, you're cancer. I know I'm dying. Do you? You're dying inside. Internally, people are dying so often. These are the people who come to my clinic. They're dying inside from so many other things. Not cellular stuff, not tissues, but mental stuff, God, man. Next, please. Remember 80%? The 80% that you had earlier can't sink your ship unless you let it in. If you get consumed by negativity, boys, you had it. Your ship will have to be transformed into a submarine very quickly. Because you'll be down there. That's it. If you don't let it in, your positive responses, I can feel energy from behind me. Someone's pushing. Next, please. Last few. Don't touch, huh? Question for you. Are you happy?
Yes.
Hit it? One more? No. Then don't change whatever you're doing. For those of you, if I ask you the question, are you happy? And you say no, the next question is? If the answer is no, don't change. Fair enough. If the answer is yes, then change something. Simple, huh? I know you don't have to go to university and get a 3-year degree in philosophy or anything, Just this, This will change your life. Go for it. One more. Try this. Don't go bungee jumping without your doctor's clearance. Please. Next. Try. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Try not to make the same mistake. Like if you married once and you made a mistake, marry again, same mistake. Make a better mistake, marry for money or something. Next. Do something new. I dare you. I dare some of you, if the doctor gives you clearance, contact me and I'll organize scuba diving and even snorkeling. We'll take you to Tioman Island, duty free. Do something new, guys. You see the number of tools you got today? You got 5 tools. Please make it your own. And go and get more tools. Please. Something new and amazing and awesomely life-changing is on the way. You know what that is? You know what that is? You. It's on the way, guys. You just haven't found it yet. It's on the way. Please. Quit this. It's too long a slide. Come to the last slide. Okay. I'm going to leave you all a vaccine. This vaccine is called once Jambunanthan. You got the 5 biological senses, right? Some people got the 6th one, ESP. You know what ESP stands for? Extra stupid personality. Okay. Now, the 5 senses, right? Okay, the 5 biological senses. I've got 5 to give you, Jambu's 5 senses. The first one, you must have that. Whether you believe in a God or not, it is so important for you to have a sense of spirituality. Not religion, that you choose. But you must be spiritual beings. That's what drives us. Next one. Sense of responsibility. Next one. Real. Serious. I came slowly, see. Next one. Okay, I always wait for you to ask that question. 4 is a very rare one, very easily lost, very hard to buy, very hard to find. If you lose it, hit it. Seriously. If you keep these five senses going, you'll be fine. See, some of you here, I can see laughing. Good, like your faces are working, your body is working. Some of you, the faces are dead. Please consult your doctors. They'll organize a face transplant. Hey, laugh, man. What are you afraid of? I got cancer, so you don't have cancer. I got something you don't. Hey. Guys. Thank you. If you don't have the sense of humor, I give you one piece of homework. This is the last slide. One piece of homework. Go back today, go to your bathroom, lock it from the inside. Check for CCTV, nothing. Stand in front of the mirror and put on the music if you want. If not, start taking off your clothes. Take off your clothes. This is not anti-religious, huh? Or alone. Stand in front of the mirror and have a good look at yourself. You should burst out laughing. What was here is here. What is here is here. This beauty gluteus down here. Hanging here. Laugh at yourselves first, guys. After that, you see what happens now. Okay. So I leave you with this. Next one. One more. Thank you very much.
We probably can allow one question. Does anybody want to ask him a question?
Oh, great. Today it's free. After that, pay, you know. Laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. Someone else will talk to you about that very shortly. It's sitting in a very funny place, the top of the pancreas, near the liver and the gallbladder. I get some black marks showing up my skin occasionally. The doctors found it, nothing to do with it. Nothing, don't do anything to it at the moment. Yeah. I believe if it starts changing its dynamics, it could be. But the markers are high but not pathological. But it causes a lot of dysfunction in terms of digestion and food and all the gastric issues. I can't be bothered. I fart lah. By the way, do you know why fart smells? Huh? Do you know why fart smells? Huh? For the benefit of the deaf. They can't hear, so they can.
If you can stay on stage for a while, I'm going to call Dr. Shankar to give you a token of appreciation since you have to leave.
I can't stay, I've got to run for another.